Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are watching from. Welcome to another exciting conversation. So, as you're coming in, please say hello in the comment section and let us know where you are watching from. We would love to know where you are joining us from today. So, my name is Blessing, and I am joining in live from Japan. I am a teacher, a digital business owner, and someone who truly believes that learning should never stop. Every new skill I have learned in my life started with one thing, not experience, but the willingness to learn. So today's topic is one that I know will encourage so many people how to start a digital business with zero experience. One thing I have noticed is that many people don't start because they think they are ready. They always think that they don't know enough. They don't have any business experience. They've never done business before. They are not good with technology. But if we are honest, every skill we have today was once something we knew absolutely nothing about. So today we are going to have a real conversation about what it actually takes to get started. So joining me this morning are my two amazing and beautiful ladies. First is my wonderful business partner, Abage. Abage, welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to you wherever you are in the world. I am Abigail. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'm an HR practitioner and I do this business alongside my husband, Jardine. We are Jamaicans residing in South Florida and we are proud digital business owners. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so very much, Ava. And also joining us is my lovely friend. Most of you, if you've been following me for a very long time, you know her already. She's my runaway friend. She doesn't like to do life, but now she's back, and I'm so happy. Let's say welcome
Yes.
to Joanne. So, Joanne, welcome, and please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're watching us from. My name is Joanne. I'm a registered nurse by profession and I've been doing this business for a while now. I love it. I'm a business owner. I'm a traditional business owner as well and I'm a coach as well. So I've been doing this for a while and I tell you what, I love it and I thank God that I'm here today. Thank you, Blessing, for the invite.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. So you usually know that we are three or four people, right? So our other business partner, Shami, she's taking care of her little one. So we are sending her lots of love. She won't be joining us today, but probably next week we are going to see her here. Okay. So ladies, thank you so much for joining in today. I want us to go straight into today's discussion. I will be talking about the first question, which is, do you need prior experience to start an online digital business? Because the first question makes me smile because it reminds me of myself. When I first started this online digital journey, I honestly did not know what I was doing, sincerely. I wasn't a business person, I wasn't a marketing expert, I didn't know how to create content. I didn't know how to even speak on live videos. In fact, if someone had told me a few years ago that I would be hosting Go Lives and teaching people online, I would have laughed. Because as a teacher, I always tell my students something: nobody walks into a classroom already knowing the answers. That is why we learn. And I think adults forget that sometimes. We expect ourselves to be expert before we are willing to become beginners. So here is my answer to that number one question. For me, the answer is no, because experience is something you gain. It is not something you wait for. When I started, I had zero experience. I made mistakes. I asked plenty of questions. Sometimes I had to learn, the same thing more than one. But every mistake taught me something. Today, when people see me creating content or speaking on Go Live videos or whatever, they don't see the version of me that was scared to press the Go Live button. They only see the progress. That is why I always tell people, don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. Everyone started somewhere. The important question is, am I willing to learn? Because if you're willing to learn, experience will come naturally. Every expert you admire today was once a beginner who chose not to quit. So, Ava, I'll come to you because I think this is where many people become overwhelmed. they have decided, oh, they want to start, but then they ask, okay, what do I actually do first? And sometimes having too much information can be just as confusing as having no information at all. So I would really love to hear from you, your thoughts today. If someone had zero experience, what are the first steps they should take to get started?
Thank you. Thank you so much for that question, Blessing. So for me, my recommendation would be to first develop clarity. Ask yourself, one, why do I want another source of income? What problem am I trying to solve? And am I prepared to invest time in learning a new skill? Once your purpose is clear, you then can find a legitimate business. And this is one we are sharing. And then you commit to learning it. Avoid trying to piece together information from 100 different sources. Instead, choose one direction and give yourself permission to be a student. Start with small, consistent action. Learn the fundamentals, understand your product, and become comfortable with using the digital tools. It's critical. And also practice communicating with your message. Progress rarely comes from giant leaps. It comes from consistent daily improvements. That would be my guide for someone who is coming in with zero experience.
Oh, thank you so very much, Ava. Thank you so much. Because as you were speaking, something came to my mind. You know, one thing I've learned as a teacher is that learning without structure becomes frustrating. So
That's right.
imagine walking into a classroom where there are no lessons, no teachers, no timetable, no direction. Every student will be confused, you know. And the same thing happens in business. People think, oh, they are failing. Oh, they really, when they really, when they really just don't know what to do. They don't have a clear path to follow. And that brings me to the next question, which is question number 3. And Ava, I think you're going to answer that question too.
Sure.
Why is having a proper system important in digital business?
So I would have to say that a system reduces the unnecessary guesswork. Without a system, you find that people often spend months, umpteen times, years trying different strategies and, constantly changing direction and becoming discouraged and becoming overwhelmed and blaming someone else because nothing appears to work consistently. One of the things we recognize is that a proper system provides a structured learning path. It provides processes instead of constant trial and error. It provides accountability and it provides repeated methods that can improve over time. System don't eliminate the need for effort. Bear that in mind because, oftentimes when we speak about systems, there are some persons who believe, oh, the system does all the work. No, it doesn't. It's there to help you, to guide you. It's a framework. It's your blueprint. So it does not eliminate effort, but they help us to ensure that our efforts are directed towards activity that can actually move us forward. The goal isn't simply to work harder, it's to work with greater clarity and greater intention. And that is why it is critical to have a system in place. One of the things when I started this business a couple months ago that I truly appreciated was how organized the system is in this business. You don't jump to step 10 when you haven't completed step 1 and 2. So there were things that needed to be done. You had to, build your funnel. So you don't start advertising without creating your business page. You don't start advertising without, having knowledge of how to complete your funnel. So I really did appreciate that. And I'm sure if someone comes into this business and, appreciates the need for structure, then they would recognize how valuable a good system can be to them and will definitely, enable your growth. Thank you for that question, Blessing. Back to
Oh,
you.
thank you so much, Ava, because I know how it feels to try figuring everything out, alone. When people don't have system, they spend months jumping from one video to another. And then before you know, one idea to another, one strategy to another, and they become busy, but they don't actually move forward.
Mm-hmm.
And this our business community has taught us that a good system removes unnecessary guessing. So instead of
That's
you
right.
wondering what to do next, you just simply follow the next step, just like Ava said. And this is exactly how we learn in school. Because
Mm-hmm.
nobody gives a child university exam on the first day of primary school. Everything is taught step by step and at a time. And that's
Yes.
exactly how I approach this business too. So, like, I want to say again that a clear system doesn't guarantee overnight success,
Mm-hmm.
but it saves you from years of unnecessary confusion. So now this brings me to question number 4, and I will go to Joanne. So listening to this conversation reminds me of something. None of us got here by ourselves. I think Joanne would also know about that too. So every one of us had someone who answered our questions. We had someone
Mm-hmm.
who encouraged us. We had someone who corrected us. And we also had
Mm-hmm.
someone who reminded us to keep going. That is why I believe that support is one of the biggest gifts a beginner can have. And I'd love to hear your thought, Joanne. So for this question number 4, how do trainings, mentorships, and support benefit beginners in a digital business?
Thank you, Blessing, for that question. I have to say that we are pretty much privileged and very lucky, if I should say so, that one of the things that we have that makes our community worthwhile is the people. And the people who have gone through a training, people who have done this already, and they are ready to help and guide other people. So that's one of our biggest strength. The second strength we have is our training. Now, because our training is step-by-step training, it shortens the learning curve. Just like you've all been saying, you can't start off at the beginning and then, and then do something that should be done in the end, because it is structured in such a way that they are guiding you, the training is guiding you into the digital space without feeling overwhelmed. So that training shortens your learning curve. And once that is, once you're doing it step by step, you're basically being mentored slowly into the training. The other strength that we have is the mentorship program. Now, honestly speaking, that is our biggest strength, because the mentorship program helps me and you avoid a mistake that somebody else has already done. Because
Very
I
true.
know from experience that if you walk this journey, it will lead you here. So my role as a mentor is to show you not to go there. And honestly, because you have mentors and coaches, the coach has already more experience. So together, the coach and the mentor, they guide you to make sure that you don't fall into the same mistakes that were already done. And if you are to find yourself in a mistake, they know what to do. I've had so many SOS, calls from my team, and they're saying to me, "Oh, I don't know what to do here. Oh, I've done this." And because I have walked that journey, I already know what to answer them, and I already know how to guide them. And most of the time, I tell you what, because of the different time zones, I can only even send a video from my phone, and I help them from there, because this is what mentorship does. It helps you avoid the mistakes that others have done and get you into the right step. The other thing that we have, again, the community, is accountability. I have to say, accountability, having an accountability partner is a big deal, because when you're working behind the screen, it is just you and your screen. But because of the community, because of the people, that accountability, issue comes in, so that you're not stuck working behind the screen by yourself. You have somebody who you can ask, somebody who you can connect with. I'm here. Where are you at? Recently we've been doing a training that we had to recertify ourselves. And it was so much easier to do it because other people were doing the training, and we were able to compare notes and help one another. So that is what, having a community also helps. Now, training, a step-by-step training, having a mentor and a coach, having an accountability partner. Guess what that gives you? It gives you confidence to be in this online space. I know I needed that confidence. I'm a shy person. And, having the community and the training gave me the confidence to actually sit here and, say something. Because without all of that, it would have been almost impossible for me. So, it's very helpful to have the community and the training and to give you the confidence to start in your online space.
Indeed.
Oh, thank you so very much, Joanne. Thank you so very much. So before we close, I'd love each of us to leave our thoughts, for anyone who is watching. So what would you say to someone who wants to start a digital business but feels scared because they have no experience in business?
Honestly speaking, there is no correct or right way for all of us to follow, that this is what we are going to follow and this is going to work. The only thing that I would leave with everybody, remember, every one of us was a beginner. None of us started in the digital space knowing exactly what we were getting into, but we were willing to learn. We were willing to open ourselves up to opportunities. And, I'm sorry, I cannot do life any other way but through God. Even God, He doesn't give you your plan for your life all at once. You have to be open to say yes to His will on a daily basis. And slowly by slowly, it opens up. So the same way in the digital space, you have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to open yourself up to what the opportunity is. And as you see us all on the screen, different countries, different backgrounds, but you know what? We were all once beginners and we are here today. We are confident today because we opened ourselves to learn.
Yes.
So don't let the fear of, I don't know, I can't do it, I'm just beginning. Don't let that fear stop you from creating a future that could open so many opportunities for you.
Oh, thank you so very much, because my eyes are going left and right because I can see people who are commenting, people who are liking, or people who are joining in. Please, I just want you to make sure you put your name and where you are watching us from. Thank you so very much. What a beautiful conversation with these two beautiful ladies. So if there's one thing I love everyone watching to remember today is this: experience is not where success begins. Learning is. Like Joanne said, every one of us started without knowing everything. So the difference here is that we chose to begin anyway. So if you've been waiting until you feel completely ready, maybe today is your reminder that nobody ever starts that way. So now, before we close for today, I want my business partners to give their call to action. So I think I'll start with Ava.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Blessing. I was sitting here and I was just listening, being a part, but also listening, because I recognize, even in my own journey, I recognize that I had to just take a leap of faith, going. I was ready to learn. I was willing to learn. And I believe that mindset is what changed, everything for me. So, as we wrap up today, I want our viewers to hold on to one thing. And I want them to hold on to the fact that you don't need to have all the answers before you begin.
True.
We've said it and we've recognized that every expert was once a beginner. Every successful business started with someone who chose to learn instead of letting fear make the decision for them. So if you're waiting until you feel completely ready, remember that growth often happens because you took the first step, not before it. Right? Our goal today wasn't to convince you that building a digital business is easy. It was to show you that it's possible when you have the right mindset, a proven system, and a community that supports your growth. So if you are curious and you're ready to take the next step, ask questions, send us a message. Either of us will be happy to share you. I think my mantra has been that we rise by building others, by pulling up others, and we are here and we are happy to share with you what we're doing and how we've built. You know, all of us have been in this business at different junctures. It's probably Blessing is 2 years. I'm not sure how long Joanne has been, but she's a coach and she has some good experience. I've probably been in this business the least amount of time, but guess what? I am learning each day, even from these two beautiful ladies, and I'm grateful for that. If you have the mindset and the willingness to grow, then this is the place for you. Reach out to us. We are happy to share with you because we recognize we've found something that has not only benefited us personally, but is benefiting our family. We've been able to get flexibility. We've been able to get stability and freedom being a part of this business. And that is what we are also extending to you. So if that is something that you've been craving, then reach out to us. We'll be happy to share with you. Thank you so much. Blessing. Back to you.
Oh, thank you so much. So now let's go to Joanne. Joanne, please, can you give your call to action?
I just want to thank you everyone for watching this, first of all, because opportunity comes like this. You know, you listen to something and something resonates with you, and you know, we are here. This is why we come online. This is why we show our faces very early in the morning for me. But, you know, to show you what the opportunity is, basically, to show you that, you know, this is an opportunity that could help you. But for that opportunity to actually help you, you have to say yes to it. You have to find a way to actually lean in and ask the right questions, and we'll be happy to guide you. So if this resonated with you in any way and you're ready to explore a different way of creating an income, send us a message and we'll be happy to answer. We'll be happy to guide you and show you exactly what helped us and why, you know, how it can best help you. And the best part about all of this, we tailor the situation to, we tailor, you know, we tailor everything to your situation. So it's not that you're getting in here and you're getting generic answers. No. We want to know you. We want to get to know you. We want to, you know, help you achieve your goals. Okay. So if this resonated with you, send us a message and we'll be happy to share more.
Oh, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much who spent so many people who spend their time watching us online. I can see people, they don't want to comment, but I can see that we have lots of views. Thank you for spending your time to watch us this morning. If this conversation encouraged you, please, I want you to share with someone who has been saying, oh, I'd love to start, or I want to start something on the side, because this conversation might be exactly what they need to hear. God bless you all, and we will see you again next week. Goodbye from Japan.
Bye-bye. Thank you for joining,
Australia.
Bye-bye from South Florida.